In today's video, you're going to learn how you can move your Hockey Ultimate team from Xbox One to Xbox Series X. And obviously the same thing will work the exact same way going from PS4 to PS5 as well. To do this, you must own the X Factor edition of NHL 24, which comes with both of the game versions, the Xbox One version and the Xbox Series X version, or if you're on PlayStation, it comes with PS4 and PS5 version of NHL. This also requires that you have not started a hot team on your new generation console. I'm now on the old gen version of the game, and this is an account on which I've played exactly 1 week of Hot Champs games, and the collection looks something like this. Everything that is in your collection will be transferred to packs on the new gen game version. I am not sure exactly how it works, but I'm assuming it's gonna take into consideration the overalls, and I'm guessing it will also take into consideration that I have X Factor players here, but we'll see what it does. In my case right now, I don't really care, but if you want to keep some of the players, which you probably will want, you will have to put the players into your lineup. I just have a completely blank lineup selected right now, so none of the cards will actually transfer, but the cards that are in your lineup will be transferred directly into your new gen games account. So remember to put the most important players into the lineup, but for me this is just like a test account, so I won't bother. I will just keep the players in my collection, because the players that are in the collection will count towards the packs that EA is going to give you on the new gen game, if that makes sense. And also, I actually never claimed my Champs rewards on this account, so we can actually use the collectibles to make packs here. My theory is that the more players we have in the collection, the more packs we are going to get on the new gen version of the game. So I'm just gonna make the packs that give us the most amount of players possible. I could also leave these packs unopened, because I'm pretty sure these would transfer to the new gen game as well, but I'm gonna open them, just get some more players into the collections, and it's always fun to open packs. So we'll just open them here. Let's just get through it. And all of these players that go into my collection are also going to contribute to more packs being given out to me in the new gen game. So let's just see what they give me. Doesn't look like anything good in that pack. Sidney Crosby in this one. Hey, an 86. Those are some good overalls to keep in the collection, so hopefully EA gives us a bunch of packs in the new gen version of the game. Also, another important note is, you see the coins in my top right corner. I pulled like an X Factor Larkin, I believe, right away when I started playing on this account back in the day. All those coins are going to be transferred into packs also. So basically, when you transfer from old gen to new gen, the game will let you keep whatever you have on your team, but everything else from your collection, all the cards, all the players, all the coins, like everything, all of that is going to be turned into packs. So at the same time here, we're like kind of seeing how many packs we actually get on the new gen game, as we just pulled an icon. That is pretty nuts. If that would be like a Lemieux or something, that would be absolutely insane, but odds are it's gonna be someone not that great. So let's just see. Honestly, if I pull like a Lemieux here, I would be kind of mad, because this is on old gen. Okay, there we go. 82 McDonald. Cards like this, interesting, because I'm not sure if the game is going to like count this as someone that contributes to packs more just because he's an icon. I don't know how the game calculates all of that. Same thing with the X Factors that I have in my collection. I wonder if the game is gonna take that into consideration. But I'm gonna do some calculations and roughly estimate like how valuable the collection of mine is here. Because I do have quite a bit of, 86s, 85s, 84s, 83s, and then a couple of X Factors and this Lanny McDonald. I would say maybe something like 5, 6, 700k-ish, around there, maybe 600k if you count the X Factors as roughly 100k per X Factor, and then add up all these lower overalls. So let's say it's 550k. I have 250k in coins, so the value of my collection should be roughly 800,000 in my opinion. So we'll just see how that compares to the packs that we end up getting on the new gen game. So let's actually start heading over to the new gen version of the game. Just show you here on the new gen version how you actually make this content migration thing happen, meaning your team from the old gen game moves over to the new gen version. So as I said at the start of the video, this requires that you have not started your hot team on new gen yet. So this is the first time I'm clicking on Hockey Ultimate Team with this account on the new generation version. What? What do you mean? Will not be transferable to Gen 5 hot team. I'm trying to figure out what went wrong here. Okay, I have one theory. Let me test that. So my theory is I've just reactivated the women's team I had on this account. So my theory is just that you might actually need to have a team on your old gen game to be able to move from old gen to new gen. So let's see if that helps. Okay, so important to note, you must have an active roster on your old gen version to be able to do this. I was actually surprised that you couldn't do it if you don't have a full lineup. But yeah, just make sure you have any 20 players in your roster to be able to do this. Otherwise, it won't work. But now we get the option to either create a new hot team or upgrade from Xbox One. And obviously, we're going to upgrade from Xbox One. But if this doesn't pop up and something goes wrong, I would try to investigate that before you create a new lineup. Because if you create a new lineup, this option will never be here. This is just going to tell us how this actually works. And it does seem that collectibles transfer over. So I wouldn't have had to use the collectibles on old gen, but I did. It is what it is. In this screen, you will have to, wait, my camera is in the way. You will have to press this. So transfer hot progression. We just click that. And yeah, that looks all good. And we'll just confirm. And let's see what it looks like. Well, I'll just keep the same team name here. Doesn't really matter. So it does give us a starter pack as well, which is kind of cool. So we get another X Factor here. Let's see which X Factor the game blesses us with. Keller. Here, all the stuff that you had in your lineup will appear in your inbox right here. So this is just all the players, all the jerseys, logos, arena, coaches, whatever you had in the team at the time of transferring. And then everything else is going to be transferred into packs. So I estimated that I had roughly about 800k worth of stuff in my collection. So the fact that there's only 12 unopened packs is kind of scary to me. It doesn't sound that good. But let's see what kind of packs it gives us. There's 2 Jumbo Elite Players packs, a Mega Players pack, some NHL Players packs, some Elite packs, Premium Players packs, Players packs. Okay, it looks like it gives us a whole bunch of different kinds of packs. We also have to remember that some of the players that were in my collection actually transferred as players on my team and didn't contribute to the packs. So the estimated 800k turned into like 700k. But I'm not sure that these packs are worth 700k. Let me do some calculations. Yeah, if my hot knowledge is correct, this is roughly like somewhere between 400 and 450k in terms of what these packs would cost on the market. So that is actually kind of disappointing to me. I remember doing this one time last year on one account, and I feel like the packs I got that time were quite a bit better. But this could also mean just that the game doesn't consider the X factors as worth anything. So the fact that I had a couple of X factors in the collection, make sure all those X factors are gonna be carried over instead of just having them laying around in your collection, because the amount of packs here is pretty appropriate for the stuff I had in my collection if you don't consider the X factors. The X factors are over 100k on the market, so I just think the game probably doesn't recognize them as such valuable cards. So I would definitely put all of those kinds of players into your lineup if possible. And any players in general, way more valuable than their overall is. So like X Factors and Icons especially, but then there can be other cards like that as well. Yeah, let's see what we pull from these packs. We have still, it's over 400k worth of packs, so might as well just rip them, see what we get. This first one doesn't look like we're getting anything in it. I also think that it's probably beneficial to sell all your tradable stuff on the old gen version first, because I would think the coins move over to packs way better than just cards you have in the collection. So for example, if I had a 86 overall card in the collection that I would have been able to sell for like 20k minimum, that's probably not gonna give me more than like 10k of packs here. Again, I'm not sure how it exactly works, but my theory is that the game probably doesn't value the players the correct way. So, for example, high overalls that are tradable are better off just selling first on old gen, and then once you get the coins, that's when you move over to new gen. So far the packs have been pretty awful, not gonna lie. We haven't gotten a single 83 even, I don't think. And these elite packs are the first ones that I would consider pretty good ones. These don't have any under 80 overall players. But it looks like it doesn't have that many over 80 overall players either. God damn. But at least we got Pekka Jormakka, that's cool. Come on, EA, bless us with something. Hey, there's the first 83 plus player, and it's an 84. So these NHL players packs and stuff, these might actually be worth quite a bit, because you could start grinding your way to make team builders with the help of these. So it's actually quite nice that EA gives us like a variation of NHL players packs and then other types of packs as well. This one had nothing in it though. One of these mega players packs as well. We'll just skip through it. It's a 50k pack, comes with crap ton of players. We actually get a purple. The Laurier card is not very good. There's a lot better options than him in the game anyways, but if you had a lot of enforcers anyways, like someone like that could be a card to get that synergy active. 85 Giordano. The packs have been actually quite bad so far. It's actually the last pack as well. We'll just skip this one. There is not a purple in sight, so yeah, it looks like we kind of got scammed. First of all, our X factors didn't seem to contribute to the packs, and the amount of packs was actually kind of underwhelming, at least in my opinion. So the collection now looks something like this. It is clearly a way worse collection than I had on old gen, but I'm guessing I did a couple of things that I could have done better. For example, selling all the players first. One thing I did notice here is that the players you had in your lineup on old gen, they will stay tradable here on new gen as well, but they turn untradeable on your old gen team. So if you ever want to go back to your old gen team, the players you had in your lineup are untradeable over there. And considering I also lost that 250k coins, it is not great. The packs do have a luck factor in them. So, like the packs I opened, they could have had something in them. And like the worst case scenario, I have a bunch of cards here and they're all tradable as well. In the end, I'll be probably able to sell all the NHL players I got for like a couple 100k as well. But we got completely robbed in that we didn't get like any high-end pulls. Best one was the 86, and 86s are going for like 25k, and I doubt that Delorier is going for any more than that. Seems like the auction house is also locked for now, so I can't even check what Delorier's price is. Probably the most important thing for players actually doing this on their real main accounts is that you get to keep your whole team. That's the most important thing. For me, it didn't matter on this account. Make sure you stack your team on old gen first and then move over, because you're gonna keep all the players that you had on old gen and carry them over to new gen. But of course, if you just want to gamble, you can always just stack up on coins like crazy on old gen and then just spam all the packs in the world. Like you could do that, for example, on Team of the Year if you wanted to. Which actually, now that I think about it, I might actually do that on my other account, which I started on old gen. I have one more like this. So I could actually do that at Team of the Year time. But anyways, now you know how you can do the content migration from old gen to new gen consoles. And hopefully you learned from my mistakes on how you can maximize the stuff you get on the new gen version. But yeah, that's it from me. Have to say, we're so close to 1,000 subs on YouTube, guys, which is like crazy. By the time this video is up, we could have already hit it, to be honest. But if we haven't, make sure to sub. And if we did, then you have to unsub. That's how it works, right? So if we're at under 1,000, you have to sub. If we're at over 1,000, you have to unsub. Deal? Okay, sure. See you.